Oras na naman po for our market overview. So let's get ready to look at the PSEI and the other sectoral indices. Are you ready? Let's go! Alright everyone, as always, we'll start off sa weekly chart ng PSEI, no? Now, as you can see, tulad ng sabi natin last 2 weeks ago, if and when bumigay tong 6.9 na area, what was gonna happen next was price was likely to come back and tag yung support dito sa 6.638. And we did so almost tick perfect, no? I mean, it's never gonna be exactly sa price na gusto mo, but it came very, very close to that general level, and then we bounced from there. And in fact, what happened this week was we went all the way down, we went all the way up, and we essentially just closed where we started. Wala gaanong nangyari. Also, ang isa pang gusto kong punahin natin dito sa weekly chart is we broke beneath etong trend line natin, etong purple. As I said, I sometimes use two trend lines kasi very subjective yung mga trend lines eh. So you want it to be an area as well. Tulad ng pinag-uusapan natin lagi na you can't just focus on a singular point in price. It always has to be an area. The same thing goes for trend lines, no? So we broke beneath that trend line, tested it from underneath, and so far we're holding beneath it as well. So both bearish signs moving forward. Now, from the purely weekly perspective, ang masasabi natin is kung mabasag tong 6638 natin na level, what we're looking at is for price to possibly come back to these lows here or even all the way and tag itong 6,080 na level. Okay? But as always, let's go down to the daily time frame para lang mas pag-aralan natin tong chart na to in greater detail, no? Now, dito sa daily time frame, mas kita natin yung movement. Again, we came back down, tag support, nagkaroon tayo ng decent reaction, 'di ba? Decent reaction, price moved higher. Saan siya nauntog? Hindi ba sa area din na to where nagkaroon tayo ng brief consolidation prior to price moving lower? Diyan tayo nauntog and then we rolled back lower again. So ano yung iniingatan natin dito? Syempre, nandiyan pa rin yung 6638 tulad nung sabi natin sa weekly. But also, tinitignan natin is kung mag-roll tayo beneath nitong 6638, ano yung magiging next reaction? Kung kunwari yung naging next reaction is tuloy-tuloy lang, then that's not gonna look good at all, no? I mean, by anyone's standard. I'm sure walang matutuwa kung ganon. Pero let's say na mas gradual, meaning nag-breakdown, test underneath muna, maybe conso a bit, tapos breakdown ulit, para nag-i-stair step, okay? Then, ang pinakamasasabi natin nun is baka gumagawa ng foundation yung market to just simply trade the range hanggang malaman natin yung next catalyst that could either propel the market upwards or downwards. Now, that could very well be kung ano yung result ng election or aftermath ng election. I don't know, no? And we don't talk politics in this channel naman. Okay? But I am not gonna force you to disregard any of your beliefs or non-beliefs. Okay? Basta sa atin lang, from a purely technical perspective, yun yung mga pinag-iingatan ko. Now, to the upside, ang kailangan natin makita ngayon is not just for price to retake 6.9. If price retake 6.9, ang pinaka-sinasabi lang nun sa akin is we might trade between 6.9 to 7,200 for the time being. Pero if we can reclaim tong 7.2 na area, okay, 7.2, 7.205, mga ganon, basta mga 7.2, no? If we can reclaim that, then I think this is gonna look quite a bit more bullish. Yes, we might still range between yung 7.2 and yung 7.550 na area, but at least we'll be ranging and trading doon sa upper echelon or sa upper tier ng band natin or ng range natin. But for now, okay, as of this particular chart, it could very well change next week. It's still looking quite bearish. So, keep your powder dry. Unless may plano kayo to catch particular stocks, at a certain value or at a certain price, then the best thing to do might be to just stand aside and wait for the dust to settle before stepping back in. Wala naman pong mali na hindi muna mag-trade kung hindi po pabor sa inyo yung current conditions ng market. Kung pabor sa inyo, magaling kayong mag-bottom pick, magaling kayong mag-scalp, then by all means, no? Pero kung hindi, wala pong masama doon. Okay? So now let's proceed dun sa mga sectoral indices natin. Next, tignan natin yung holding firms and yung property. Same as last time, since medyo similar naman yung bias or yung basa ko sa chart nila, we'll just do this side by side in an effort to save you guys some time, no? Now, etong holding, if we look at it, from 2 weeks ago, sabi natin we traded beneath tong support, tested it from underneath, and then yung nangyari nga was nag-hold siya, hindi tumaas. So, we rolled over, broke beneath this low, tapos ngayon, we pushed down almost sa low na to. Kapag mabasag yan, next is yung low na to, followed by this. So, obviously, it's not looking good, no? It's looking very bearish. And as we know, holdings tends to reflect yung actual na itsura ng PSI most closely. At least, most of the time. Siyempre, there will be exceptions to the rule. There will always be times na meron tayong decoupling. But for now, mukhang sumusunod talaga siya. Yung property, ganon din. From this candle na tinignan natin last 2 weeks, di ba? Sabi natin, nag-range pa siya ng konti. Bumigay na rin. We broke beneath the range lows. Di ba? Came back, tested support, came back up. Tinest natin itong range lows din. Again, minsan talaga parang color by numbers, no? Tested the range lows. Tapos, bumalik. Bumalik tayo ulit dito around the same area of support. So, for both cases, we're looking at price possibly digging in deeper. Sa case ng holdings, baka balikan niya yung main level of support natin at 5,850. And then dito naman sa property is we're thinking baka mabasag na tong support at 3,000 more or less at baka balikan natin yung support natin at 2,900. Next, tignan natin yung services, no? Now, tong services, not much has happened. We have tried to break beneath yung support na linabel natin dito at 1916. But so far, overall, it's still ranging, no? Talagang nag-hold pa rin. Tulad ng sinabi natin noong una, when it came back, tested tong blue zone, nagkaroon ng decent rejection. Talagang decent level nga siya, no? And after that, after nangyari nun, not much else has happened. Nag-range lang tayo. Parang may hinihintay lang talaga siya. Whether yung hinihintay na yon will result in an upside move or a downside move remains to be seen. Now, walang ganon nagbago sa sentiments ko dito sa services kasi nga walang nagbago sa chart niya. If we can come back and break above tong 2062, diba? Then we'll likely come back and tag yung mga highs na naiwan dito from before. If, however, we come back down and break beneath this blue zone, then it's gonna look a lot more bearish. Okay? And what likely happens next is we tag tong mga levels of support natin beneath. Next, tignan naman natin yung industrial and yung financials. Again, very similar sentiment. Dito sa industrial, sabi nga natin nun, we broke beneath tong 9.8, tested it from beneath, nag-hold, rolled over. Last time we looked at this, essentially nasa loob pa siya ng range na to. We broke beneath that range, broke beneath this minor support, came back, tested itong range lows na to from underneath, nag-hold, nagkaroon na rejection. So now, it's really looking like babalikan natin tong double bottom na nag-form dito around 8,900. Similarly, dito sa financials, last time we looked at this, it was holding within this range there. Last week, we broke beneath that range. Ito yung mga range lows, diba? We broke beneath it. We came back. It didn't go back to sa range lows. Essentially, walang nangyari, diba? Nag-doji lang tayo. We tried to go lower, tried to go higher, nag-doji. But based from the flow, it's looking like babalikan natin yung support level natin dito at 1556. Diba? In both scenarios, para manigate yung bearishness, we want price to come back and break above itong mga range highs nila. Dito may range high tayo at 9,830 sa industrial. And then dito naman sa FINA, meron tayong range high around 1,700. If either can trade back above yung mga range highs nila, then that would be a potential bullish signal. But right now, both are looking quite bearish / I guess somewhat ranging but not really. Pero I guess I can see kung may magpipilit na hindi, ranging pa rin yan. I can see it, but it's more bearish para sa akin than ranging. And it's looking like for both cases, baka balikan natin yung supports nila sooner rather than later. And then finally, tignan po natin yung mining, no? Now, tong mining, again, we were ranging here the last time we looked at it. Last week, we broke beneath the bottom end of the range, came back and tested yung support level natin dito around 11,400. Nagkaroon tayo ng slight reaction this week, nagkaroon ng konting bounce, but honestly, that's not a lot, no? So, for now, at least, while medyo nagmumukhang bearish na rin, I think pwede nating sabihin na kumbaga staying alive pa tong mining. There's still always the chance na nagpo-form lang to ng low, high, higher, low, di ba? And then we start pushing higher from there. Okay? Hindi pa kasi tapos yung structure eh. Unlike yung iba na mas clear-cut at mas kumbaga ramdam ko yung bearishness nila. Ito, not as much, but hindi rin ibig sabihin nun na I feel na bullish din to. The best way I can say it is for now, I remain neutral mining. Kasi again, feeling ko ito, naghihintay to ng ano yung mangyayari after ng elections eh. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung magiging next step sa mining. Depende pa rin po yun kung sino yung mananalo eh. Diba? Depende rin kung ano yung maiisip nilang gawin moving forward. Babalik ba tayo sa possible mining ban? If so, then syempre, that's gonna be bearish, no? Mawawala ba yon or mapapalitan ba? Ma-augment ba? Again, personally, I don't know. We can speculate all we want, but at the end of the day, wala po tayong kasiguraduhan kung ano ba talaga yung mangyayari next. And I think, in a lot of ways, the psychology of this chart is just reflecting that. Habang palapit tayo ng palapit. So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo kahit konti and may natutunan kayo kahit papano. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!